Hello and welcome to How Not to Play, the channel where I play Magic badly. As we can see, today the quick draft for Lost Caverns of Ixalan has come to Arena, so that's what I'm gonna do, because honestly this is my favorite way of playing the game. I enjoy the quick draft because you can take your time, look at your cards, actually read what they do, and not be under this huge time crunch. And if you are joining my stream at 10 p.m. Eastern every day, you can watch me draft and fail at it in person, live on Twitch. So check that in the description below. While you're down there, hit a like on this video, and be sure to comment down below anytime you see me just hunt a game straight out of the ballpark. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the draft. Alright, so we opened up Abuelo Ancestral Echo. White, blue, 2/2, flying, ward 2 for 3. And for 3, you can flicker a creature or artifact. Alright, so that looks like a pretty decent build around to start off with. So basically I'm going to be looking at white and blue cards with good ETB effects. That's enter the battlefield triggers. Something like Ironjaw Aspirant. When it enters the battlefield, get a +1 counter on target creature. That would be amazing. But we are going to go ahead and take Abuelo here as a very good white-blue build around. We may or may not go white-blue. We'll see what the rest of the draft holds. But that is at least a good place to start. Alright, in this pack, we get both signpost cards for the red-green and the blue-green decks. Red-green Dinosaurs cares about ramping into big stuff, obviously. Nikanzel, Current Conductor, the Merfolk care about exploration. So doing explorers, map tokens, stuff like that. Neither of those really go well with Abuelo, and we'd be going into 3-color. On color, though, the only thing we really have is Marauding Brian Fang. And this is going to be my pick here, not because it's good, but because it's versatile. Each color has their own land cycler. This is the island cycler for blue. This is a 6/7 ward 3 for 7. Like I said, for stat wise, it's really good. It's really big. For stat wise, it's on par, so that's really good. But the island cycling will let me splash blue for something like Abuelo or Nikanzel. So I could end up going possibly white-green with a blue splash, and then Marauding Brian Fang here would help me make that splash. Or we could just go straight blue. Here we've got Chart a Course, draw 2, discard a card, unless you attack, so it could just be draw 2 for 2, which is amazing. River Herald Scout, ETB Explore. Waterwind Scout, ETB Map Token. So I think these are going to be my 2 picks here. So either a 1/2 for 2. Well, with Explore, you reveal the top card. If it's a land, you put it into your hand. Otherwise, it gets a +1/+1 counter. You can then put the card back on top or throw it into your graveyard. So this is essentially a 2/3 for 2, or a 3/3 flying for 3, 4 for the map token. So they're both really good. I am going to take the flyer, as the evasive attacker is going to be harder for my opponent to block than the River Herald Scout. And I can use my Abuelo to keep flickering Waterwind Scout or River Herald Scout, honestly, to keep getting those explore triggers. But with the map tokens, those +1 counters can go on anybody, not just the Scout. So we're going to go ahead and take Waterwind Scout here as our pick. River Herald Scout came back around, and Waylay Pirates. Enters the battlefield if you control an artifact. Tap artifact or creature an opponent controls with a stun counter. Alright. But I think the Explorer is going to be better. So we're definitely going to go ahead with the River Herald Scout here and that Explore trigger. Alright, we finally see some white here. Let's see, Cogwork Wrestler, a 1/2 flash. When it enters the battlefield, opponent creature gets -2 power until end of turn. That's pretty good, but what are our white cards here? We've got Vanguard of the Rose, 2-drop 3/1, sacrifice something to give it indestructible and tap it. He does die to dead weight, but so does a lot of things. We also have Petrify. This is the pacifism of the format. Enchanted creature cannot attack, block, or use activated abilities. So that is a little bit better than Pacify. So we're going to go ahead and take Petrify here. It's not exactly removal, but it's the most removal thing that we've seen so far. And so we're definitely going to want some form of opponent interaction. Here we see Petrify number 2. Alright. Thousand Moon Crack Shot. You can pay 3 when it attacks to tap something down. Doesn't really go with Abuelo very well. Archaeologist does have an ETB. Return an artifact or scry. That could be decent, but it's a 5-drop. A 5-mana 4/4. I mean, Leap. Give +1/3 flying and untap. It's a decent combat trick. Helping Hands. Return from the graveyard. Battle tap. Okay. I think Petrify is going to be our go here. Those combat tricks are nice, but Helping Hands, well, it would get Abuelo back. But yeah, I think we'll go with the second Petrify here. We want to make sure that we have removal and interaction. Here we have Soaring Sandwing. This is the white Plains Cycler, the white dinosaur. And so that is a very good pick. What else do we have here? Archaeologists again. Adaptive Gem Guard. Tap 2 untapped artifacts or creatures to give it a +1 counter. That doesn't have to be him. That could be any artifacts or creatures. So that's pretty good. I think it's going to be between him and the Sandwing. I think I'm going to take the Sandwing. Mostly for the cycling. That might be the wrong choice. But here we are, immediately rewarded with another Gem Guard. So, yep, we can go ahead and take that one this time around and be good. Sage of Days enters. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Oh, that's neat. That actually would work really well with Abuelo. But it's only a 3/2. Gem Guard can grow bigger and bigger. So I think we'll go ahead and take the Gem Guard here for now. Maybe, well, Sage of Days isn't going to wheel because there's not enough cards left in the pack, but it's a common. We might see it later on in the draft. We've got Frilled Cave Worm or Acrobatic Lean. A 4/5 for 4 is pretty neat. I think we'll take the combat trick here. It may or may not end up in the final deck. Let's see, Landmark, enters the battlefield, Scry 2, that's very good, and can be flickered. Whenever it attacks something else, gains flying, that's pretty good. Family Reunion, creatures gain +1 till end of turn, hexproof. That is good protection for Abuelo, but I think we're going to go with the Landmark here. Ooh, River Herald Scout tabled. I did not expect that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take that one, definitely. The only other one that I might want out of this pack, see, Out of Air is a counter spell. So for a creature spell, it's just 2 mana. For anything else, it's 4. But this deck, or this format does have a lot of creatures in it, so most of the time this is just going to be straight up counter spell, which is very good. But I can't pass up that Herald Scout. Let's see, the only thing on color here is nothing. So we've got Promising Vein is a Evolving Wilds. or Buried Treasure gives you that late game flood insurance. So for 5 mana, you can discover 5. I think we're going to go for Buried Cave just for that. Actually, no. We're going to take the Promising Vein. Because while we are heavy white-blue now, that doesn't mean that we're going to stay that way. Pack 2 is coming up. We might get something big out of that. We'll just take the stuff that we can cast here. Acrobatic Leap. Alright. And what is Relic's Roar? Target artifact or creature becomes a dino with base power 4/3. Huh. Alright, that's interesting. Alright, and pack 2. For our rare, we get Matzalantli, the Great Door. Pay 4, draw a card, discard. Pay 4, transform it if you have 4 permanent types in the graveyard. Then you can add X mana, where X is the number of permanents you have descended. I don't think that really goes very well with the deck. Tinker's Tote enters the battlefield to create 2 1/1 gnomes. That's really good and very flashable, or flickerable. So I think we're going to go with the Tote here. That seems like it's got the most synergy with what I'm doing. Sunken Citadel is a rare passage to us here. It's just a cave of any color. Ruin the Acrobat, 1-drop, 1/1 flying lifelink. If you descended Scry, that just sounds amazing. Hello, all upside. Second Tinker's Tote, but I think we're going with that bat. That just looks amazing. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the bat. I need 1-drops anyway. Speaking of 1-drops, Spyglass Siren enters the battlefield to create a map token. Once again, very flickerable with Abuelo. Nothing else is really even on color here, except those 2. So yeah, we'll take the Siren. And we get the white-blue Signpost. When it enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 Golem. And when I craft it, I can create a Golem artifact creature token whenever I put another artifact into play. So something like Waterwind Scout's map token, when that comes into play, I can tap Master's Manufactory to create a 4/4 Golem. That just sounds amazing. And here we get the Merfolk Signpost along with the Azorius or Vampires Signpost. So we've got both of those up here as well in this pack. Wow. So yep, we're definitely going to go with Master's Guide Mural, because yeah. Holy crap, a 3rd Nick Hansel? Oh, I should have gone Merfolk. Oh my goodness. Wow, that would have been an insane Merfolk Explore deck. On color though, we've got Envoy, which is and a counterspell. So I guess we'll just take the counterspell. Acrobatic Leap, Cosmian Blast. I do like this card. It is very good removal. We're definitely going to be taking that because I don't have a whole lot of removal. Adaptive Gem Guard again. Let's see. Miner's Guidewing. 1/1 Flying Vigilance. Dies Explore. Once again, it's a very good 1-drop, which I don't have a whole lot of. Hidden Courtyard is our white cave. Yeah, I think we'll take the 1-drop. Bounce a creature if it was tapped to make a map. Alright. That's a good combat trick. Poison Dart Frog. This guy is amazing. The 2-drop Mana Dork with Death Touch and Reach. I mean, it's just like everything a green deck wants. But we are not green. So we are going probably with the Blunder here. That seems fun. I do want to play with these caves, but I mean, that just looks so good. So we're gonna go ahead and take the lodestone needle here, mostly for its flash tap stun thing, and then if I flip it, then I can just explore every turn, which is just amazing card advantage. Here we've got a captivating cave, pirate hat, cogwork wrestler. I think we're gonna go with the wrestler here. Yep, that flash ability gives something -2 power. Pirate hat's the only thing on color. Nothing on color, so we'll take that promise in vain. Even less is on color, so I suppose we'll take the forest cycler. Acrobatic leap at least. And how is this my stick? Oh my goodness. Alright, yeah, thank you. White is apparently extremely open. Our rare squirming emergence, black, green, 2 colors we are definitely not. Nothing. Song of Stupefaction. Enchanted creature gains -X power worth number of permanents in your graveyard. So early game it's crap, late game it's okay, but it's still not removal. So I think the only pick here that I even care about is Ironpaw Aspirant, which is pretty good. It's a 2/3 essentially for 2. But I can put that +1 counter somewhere else, and then I can flicker it with Abuelo. So that looks pretty good to me. Sunscribe, Song of Stupefaction again, or Merfolk Cave Diver. I don't know. I guess we'll take the Merfolk here. It's a 2/4, so at least it's a good blocker. And I do have a lot of exploring, but I mean, it just gives me some explorer payout. And here we have the white-green side post in Kutzil Malamet Exemplar. Opponents can't cast spells on your turn. Pirate, Sage of Days. Oaken Siren, add blue on an artifact. Okay. I think we're going to go for Sage of Days here. Yeah, its stats aren't very good, but it can flicker with Abuelo and get some amazing card advantage that way. Oh, another bat. Alright. Exile target creature. Very good removal and at instant speed. But I do like the 1/1 here, so I think we're gonna go with bat. I like my early game. Hey, another bat, but not brown and black. Tinker's Tote. We said that one was pretty good earlier, and nothing else here really, except for the cave, is speaking to me. So there we go. Waterlogged Bulk. Tap to mill a card. To send 8. Cannot be blocked. Alright. I mean, there's a... I can get behind that. Draw 3, discard. Swashbuckler's Whip. Equipped creature has reach. Pay 2 to tap something, and pay 8 to discover 10. I suppose if you're extremely mana flooded, that's something. Sure, we'll probably cut it. Cosmium Blast. Oh yeah. I will take that in a heartbeat. I don't even want to look at the rest of this pack. Target artifact or creature puts it on the top or bottom. Yeah, I mean that's about par for blue removal. But I would rather just put it in the graveyard than back in my opponent's deck. Compass Gnome lets me go get a land. Most of the time, though, I don't know if I really want the land. Sure, we'll bring in Compass Gnome. Nothing really on color. Sorcerer's Spyglass is about it. So yeah, there we go. Once again, nothing on color, so it doesn't matter what we take here. Hammer or a 2/4 for 3. Untap during each untap step. Okay. So it's a 2/4 vigilance for 3. Or the hammer that gives +1 and can destroy an artifact or enchantment. Yeah, we're going to take that. Another 1,000 Moon Infantry or Shipwreck Sentry. If an artifact entered the battlefield under your control, it can attack as though it didn't have Defender. I mean, still a 3/3 for 2 is pretty good, and I do have a lot of map token synergies. Counterspell, or let's take the cave this time. Nothing. And a forest. Alright. Alrighty, so for cuts, let's go down a plains. Since we've got our hidden courtyard, that will give me 16 lands. Maybe I should keep the plains and go down a promising vein. You know what, that sounds like a better idea. Oops, not both. Actually, I might go down both. We've got a really low curve here. My top end is only a 5-drop. These, yeah, they're 6 and 7 drops, but really they're there to cycle, to A, trigger descend, and B, fix my mana base. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of the acrobatic leaps. I know I don't want those. Let's see, what else do we got here? Yeah, Spyglass we'll get rid of. Pirate Hat we'll get rid of. Blowgun we'll get rid of because Death Touch is good, but Death Touch only on your turn, not so good. Whip, yeah, yeah, that's 8 mana Discover 10 is great, but honestly, what am I going to get? It's going to be 8 mana, probably Discover 2, maybe 3. I don't even have anything at 10 to get, so yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Alright, if we separate out our creatures from our non-creatures, what do we get down here in our spells package? Deconstruction Hammer. I do kind of like that for the Destroy Artifact or Enchantment ability. Becomes a 4/3. Nah, I don't think. I mean, maybe. Put that in the maybe pile. So that puts us at 1, 2, 3, 10 spells. Oh, I don't know. I do want to have higher. I do have some things in here that like to descend, or that care about descend. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of the counterspell. I'd want to run as few instants and sorceries as possible, and so I've got the 2 Cosmian Blasts and the Brackish Blunder. Everything else in my deck is a permanent. So I still have to cut 5 critters. So let's see what we've got. This gnome, yeah, we'll go ahead and cut him. Because I've got such a low curve, I shouldn't need the ramp or the fixing. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and cut this guy too. She just doesn't really do anything with the deck. See, I do like the hammer. I like my 1-drop. ETB Scry 2. And then I have to pay 3 to make it into a 1/4 flyer. I just don't think that's very good. Toads are definitely in. Whenever a creature explores. Alright, we'll go ahead and take you out. I do like how flickerable you are. I still need to cut 1 card. I like all of my top ends. I think I'll go ahead and get rid of one of my top end here. The Sandwing is a 3/5 flyer, so it's got that built-in evasion, gives me 3 life. The Brian Fang Ward 3 makes it very hard to deal with, except it's just a body. So a 1/1 token will chump block it all day long. So I think we'll get rid of the Brian Fang, keep the Sandwing, and run with this. So let me know in the comments below how you would have drafted, how sweet that Merfolk deck would have been, what cuts you would have made, and like the video along the way. Let's go ahead and see it in action. We've got our Aspirant, our Tinker's Tote, and I guess we got a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, so we're good to keep this. And Aspirant can make him a 2-drop flyer plus the map. I've got a potential 3-drop flyer here. That's pretty good. Alright, so we are going to start with Spyglass Siren. Map token, let's go. Opponent with Promising Bane. Alright. Which they are going to spend their turn fixing their mana base. They are green-red dinos, and I am mana flooded. Alright. Aspirant, let's go ahead and put the counter on the Siren, swing it in for an easy 2 points of damage. Oh, he's got Chomp. Alright, well, I guess that's a thing. I went from really happy to really sad really quick. And now we get our own Promising Vein, but we've got plenty of lands. What I need to draw next is not a land. In fact, I don't want to draw another land for the entire rest of the game. We'll cast our Tinker's Tote, we'll make our 2 gnomes, and keep our hand full of lands. Oh, buddy. And opponent is going to keep ramping. What is that? Alright, well. I mean, I can do it. I've got 7 mana. I can't do it right now because it's not on curve. Let's swing. But that means I really don't want to use my map token because I can use my map token to craft with my Master's Guide mural. So that will be really cool to do, I hope. And then I'll just need to draw a lot more artifacts so that I can actually use it. But I have a feeling that opponent is going to be dropping something very big and nasty very soon. Alright. He's just going for Discover 4 for 5. If a random card off the top of his deck is the best thing he can do with 5 mana, maybe I'm not in so much trouble as I thought. He didn't even cast the Dart Frog? He got a free cast on the Dart Frog, he didn't do it. What is going on here? Alright, well I suppose I'll attack. I don't really have a whole lot else to do. Now I could scout, or I think I'm going to drop my Guide mural, get myself a 4/4, and try to figure out what opponent's doing. So he just wasted 2 mana by not casting that last turn off of the Discover. Okay. He's got a 3/3 Dart Frog. Very nice. So we'll swing with the 4/4. He's not going to block Dart Frog. Okay. He must have pretty good plans for this frog. And I mean, I certainly don't need the Plane Cycle, so I might as well cast it on curve. Next turn I can transform Master's Manufactory, and then Water Wind Scout will bring in a map token which will let me use the Manufactory. So I've got some 4/4s coming up soon. Alright, they're going to abrade my 4/4. Of course, abrading the mural probably would have been better because I'm just going to get more. I mean, it's possible he has more abrades too. There's breaches. 3/3 first strike. Whenever it attacks, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Treasure, can't block, or free card. Alright, well, I think we are going to try this out. So we'll craft with my map token. This as an artifact did enter play this turn, so let's go ahead and activate it. We'll swing with my flyer. And next turn we've got Scout, Petrify, 4/4. So I can either Petrify Breaches or the Frog. Probably the Frog because it blocks my Sandwing. But I've got enough mana to Petrify the Frog. Scout will make me a 4/4, and then I can explore off of the map token to maybe make the Sandwing into a lethal threat. So I quite possibly win next turn. Let's start off with the Water Wind Scout. Make that map token. Let's go ahead and use that map token right now. And depending on what I explored a land. Oh well. Well, let's go ahead and put it down. So I still think I'm going to Petrify the Frog just because of the Death Touch ability. So now the Frog can't block and Death Touch. So we'll go to combat, we'll swing with those two and the rest of the team. So I mean, I do have a turn 1, 2, 3, but none of them do anything. But I suppose we'll keep just because I can cast stuff. I mean, the hammer doesn't really do anything. Cosmian Blast doesn't really do anything, at least not at this point in the game. I mean, I'll get 2 1/1s next turn. Looks like they are on Merfolk and also not doing anything, so sure, let's grab some 1/1s. Underheld Guide, 3/1, explore into a 4/2, very nice. It is very tempting to plane cycle this guy, because I have drawn 1 plains and a whole bunch of mountains, or islands. Let's go ahead and pop that. We'll go to combat. We'll see if he wants to trade. Probably not. Didn't think so. And then we'll just move that on over. So now I have a 2/2 blocker. If he wants to attack, I will absolutely make the trade. And I have Cosmian Blast mana so that if he wants to pump it or something, I still have an out. And I have Plane Cycling mana if nothing else happens during the turn and I want to make sure that I get my 6th land. I do want 7 for Master Guide Mineral, so getting a 6th land actually isn't entirely terrible. He is not attacking, so yeah, I think I'm going for the plains. I could cast Mural now, but I would rather attack first. Yep, he just took the damage last time, so I figured he'd just take it this time. This is kind of risky, but let's go ahead and do it. I know he's got that Lodestone Needle, so he's probably just going to tap and stun the 4/4. But that's going to take... Well, he doesn't have anything else to do with his mana. Oh. He's digging for lands. Alright. That's something that he needs to do too. Oh, a creature and a land. Very nice. So he's going to get Cavern Stomper and Captivating Cave, so he's got 4 lands now. what can you do with 4 mana? You can go spelunking. Draw a card, put a cave down, gain 4 life. Is that every time? Okay, just this time. Alright. Oh, dang. Opponent got their ramp on real quick. Alright. I think we'll just take this hit. Oh, it's got vigilance. Oh, very nice. I mean, not for me. So we'll go ahead and swing in. Let's see if he wants to trade. Shoot, he can just Cavern Stomper next turn. Oh, damn. He went from 3 mana to 6 mana in a turn. That is impressive. So we'll go ahead and give that one -2. Stomp it out. And, oh boy, I don't know how I'm going to deal with that dino. Let's look at the top 3 cards. Wow. Okay. I guess we'll take the Gem Guard. Put the other 2 in my graveyard. And we'll just end turn, I suppose. Yep, we knew that was coming. Alright, let's swing in. He's gonna make the block. I mean, I thought I was telegraphing a combat trick pretty well. So he knew there was some combat trick gonna happen. So we did get that off the field. And now we can tap, 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 tap. That grew pretty big, didn't it? Casual 4 mana 6/6. Not too bad. Yep, he had another one. Alright. That's about what I figured. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Swing 8. Take it. Alright. I don't know, do I keep the Guidewing in hand to bluff a combat trick? I think I do. Because he's seen one Cosmium Blast, so he's going to think that maybe I have a second one. Hey! That's the card that we passed on. What's it do again? Draw a card, discard a card, transform it into a bunch of mana. Okay. He does not attack. So let's go to combat. He is going to tap down the Gem Guard here with his Lodestone Needle. As predicted. He blocks there, that's 2, 3, 4 damage. Not quite. So we'll not do any attacks. We'll play our 7th mana. Craft with our Tinker's Toe. And so now, because an artifact entered the battlefield, we can activate to create a 4/4. And I think that's all I want to do. That's all I can do. So yep, he's gonna go digging. Digging some more. Ooh. Ooh, a Malamet Scythe? Oh, that could have destroyed me. if I was lining up a Cosmian Blast. Yeah. Alright, that changes things. Unfortunately, I don't have an artifact here. Let's drop the Guide Wing for the Explorer. I do have decent blocks, so I don't think he's gonna swing. Explore into a land. Play the land untapped because of spelunking. Is he going to discover it? Oh, he doesn't have enough mana to activate the Discover. That would have been cool to do the Discover 4 and pop another creature out. And I really, really need some artifacts here. So Gem Guard is going to untap next turn, which means chances are opponent is going to be attacking me. So we'll swing in for one in the air that he cannot block with Vigilance. Go ahead and cast that. And I think we're going to activate our Deconstruction Hammer to get rid of his Exploration. Because I don't want him growing his stuff. And that going to the graveyard triggers Descend on my bat, so I get to try to find a land. Get that out of here. Oh, very nice. Like I said, he's lining up an attack. But if he doesn't kill me, which I've got enough chump blockers that he's not going to kill me, I would just kill him on the backswing. So he really can't attack unless he's got some huge overrun effect. Walk with the Ancestors, gets back to Bat Colony. Okay. So he's going to make some bats. He discovered into a Lore Keeper. Okay, he's just loading up a bunch of chump blockers. Alright. Scout will explore. Revealing Aspirant. Okay, we'll keep that on top. I probably shouldn't keep that on top because it doesn't really help me win in this situation. See, if I attack with my Gem Guard out, he's got like so much now that can block it, and he'd only lose like one creature. Or he could just chump it. I really don't think I can attack at the moment. So I think we're at another one of these Mexican standoffs where whoever attacks first just dies on the backswing. Alright, well. Defossilize, explore again. Alright. He's got a big boy. Does he have a chomp? Oh. That is really good. Alright, well. Things just got a lot worse for me. I've only got one thing that can block that. Alright, well, I think opponent found the line, and that was to just play a whole lot of big stuff. Get back his big stuff that I'd already killed, and kill my big stuff with it. So, I don't think I win anymore. I don't really have an out here. Oh, very nice. You got another bat colony on top. That's a whole lot more bats that I'm not going to be able to block because I've only got the 2. Well, if he's not making them unblockable, then I'm just going to chump them. Yep, very good. I think I might have killed the wrong artifact. My reasoning was if he keeps using the draw discard, he's going to draw himself out and like deck himself. And now I think I'm just dead on board because opponent can just swing all and there's really not a whole lot I can do about it. That's it? Why is the opponent being so defensive? Just swing out, you win. So we'll block there, we'll block there. We'll activate Abuelo to flicker Sage of Days. Since Stomper does not have trample, his block is still effective. So I don't take that 10 damage. So he dies. Who do I want to explore? The bat or Abuelo? I think we'll explore onto the bat. Yeah, we're keeping that. Sage of Days comes back, and I get to put 1 into my hand. Oh man. Lodestone can tap down for 2 turns. But I think I really need that Cosmic Blast. I thought it went to hand. Alright, well, whatever. I guess we'll just pass the turn, because I can't really do a whole lot else. Oh, it's a cave! Darn it, that's the one thing I didn't want it to be. Ah! Yeah, I can't do anything about that. Opponent is playing way too defensively here. He should not be attacking with only those 3 creatures. He should attack with everything here. Because... well... maybe not. Okay, I might be able to survive if I chump. See, what do I got? Well, I'd have to chump. There. I might be able to let that go. Okay, maybe I could. Maybe I could chump my way out of it. So, opponent playing defensively is... I suppose still the correct thing to do. But I have to double block the bat here to kill it, otherwise it just kills me next turn. So we'll get 1 more in here and a chump there. Abuelo is going to die horribly. Flicker him. And I could flicker the bat. Oh, I could flicker the bat. Oh, I messed up. I could have just blocked with the bat and then flickered it. And then Abuelo wouldn't have had to die. And I would have just kept chump blocking the bat. But I have to do this now. I've committed, so I have to kill the bat. But yes, I messed up. I could have just had my bat chump block his bat, flicker it with Abuelo, and he wouldn't have had to have died. Granted, the bat wouldn't have died either. Oh, he had 2 captivating caves? Oh. None of these really help me. I suppose we'll take the Petrify. How have I not gotten any artifacts in like half my deck? Probably because I've been chucking them all in the bin. Map token. Well, he was already out. I've only done one of them. Oh my goodness, how many caves does this guy have? Alright, well, cave payoffs are a thing. The opponent's coming in with all the flyers. I can't do anything about it. And that's not quite lethal, but next turn it will be. Yeah, even with him, he's only going to be able to block one of them. Good game, opponent. You got me. Just swing in. Wow, another cave. Dang, opponent loaded up on caves. And honestly, those caves are what killed me. The bat colony plus the caves. Just all of the cave payouts. I mean... yeah. You got it. So they're pairing me up to silver, because I'm still in bronze, because I suck at this. They're pairing me up to silver, and color screwing me. No, I can't keep this hand. Alright, well this is a little bit better. One drop, 2, 2. Oh my god. Alright, so what do I want this hand to do? We'll bat. +1 counter. And then I guess equip it. So yeah, we'll get Brackish Blunder out of here. It's the only removal I've got. But I think I'm going all in on this bat here. And hopefully he's not playing red. Because if he's on red, then I'm just dead. Oh, he can't crack the Promising Vein because he didn't have anything to crack it with. That is why Promising Vein is not as good as Evolving Wilds, because you've got to spend a mana to search with it. So, I guess I get a free turn. He is on green, blue. Alright. Well, let's go with our mono white plan here. 2/2 lifelink. Alright, let's go. Mill a card. Okay, he's going for the Descend. Green, blue, Descend. Is that a thing? I'm really tempted to just keep going white. I really don't have anything that's double blue, so let's just keep going white. Drop my hammer. We'll equip the hammer to the bat. Swing for 4. And that's lifelink, so I mean I'm gaining life here too. Okay, that is scary. That is helpful. So we're going to drop blue, go to combat. I'm really not afraid of 4 damage. He's gonna have to hit me with that thing twice just to get me back to where I started. What I'm afraid of him doing is killing my bat. Cave worm, okay. So that's a 4/5. And now we're getting a little scarier. Let's go ahead and tap down the worm now. Just because I have the mana open and I'm planning on doing it next turn anyway. Essentially, I'm trying to race him at this point. 3, 4, 5. Next turn I can cast Sunwing, which will give me 6 flying. But he doesn't have the Descent 8, so... Oh god. That's the guy that wrecked us last game. Still swinging with the bat. So let's go ahead and cast the Sunwing. We're presenting lethal in the air. And I'm at 29 life somehow. Nurturing Bristleback. Okay, he gets a 3/3. But that doesn't stop the air attack. Yeah, sure, buddy. Do your worst. We'll go down to 25. Go to combat, swing 6 in the air. Bat makes it through. Oh my goodness. And I end at 28 life. After he attacked with... He did 12 damage with his dinosaur and I ended at 28 life. Well, I mean, I guess we've got stuff we can cast while we wait for our third land. Not very happy with this hand, but we'll start with it. Alright, I can scout to explore Sandwing. If I had more lands, I'd put it on top, but I can cycle it for... I think I have to keep it. Because nothing else I can cycle it for a land. So now we can aspirant to make a 3/4. Yep, there's the Cosmian Blast. I knew it was coming. Alright. Too good to be true. Photographer's Companion, create a map, okay. Or I can petrify Plunder, but I don't really, doesn't really have anything that I want to. I think we just vote and go. One Cosmian Blast stopped my entire aggro plan. And now he's got a Gem Guard. So he's going to tap to make it big. That's okay though. We'll just go ahead and petrify that. We'll go to combat. He can block one of them, but the other two are going to hit. I'm only 1 mana away from Sunwing, so I think I hold on to it. Maybe I'll draw a land. Oh, he explored into a land. He did not get his +1 counter, but he did get Kutzil Malamet Exemplar. So I cannot cast spells during his turn. Which makes this a whole lot worse. I can still cycle though, because that's not a spell. I will, however, not be cycling. And, yep, that makes that a whole lot worse too. But it is my turn. So I can still attack. And he took the bait. Kaboom. Beginning of combat on your turn, target creature gains +2 and vigil. What the heck? Is that some alchemy shit? Oh my goodness, and that's only 3 mana? Holy crap! How is that not a rare? That is super powerful. Or maybe I'm just upset because I'm getting blown out by it. But we'll regain a little bit of life. And not attack anymore. Yep, that'll do it. 3 +1 counters. Oh my goodness. This is not good. I mean, I have to. Yep. He's got a 3/4. I'd attack with it if I were him. You get a card off of it, and well, a life, but mostly a card. Uh-oh. What's that? Oh my god. Something huge. How the heck am I supposed to stop a 7/7? With a 1/1. Yes. Alright, well, I'm not doing anything. Yep, that happens. In it comes. Oh, he's got a Sandwing too. And all I'm getting is more lands. No, not like this. Oh, lands. This is what I can do with the land. I can I don't have any other artifacts. Alright, well I guess we'll exile that. Oh yeah, he gets more +1 counters. Well, I thought that was a good idea at the time. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump that. We'll get my Explore trigger on one of my gnomes. That is terrible. Now he's got another 7/7. Yeah, he's just too big. So my thought was, and let me know in the comments below how far off I am, that I could just not, use Abuelo to flicker my thingy. It comes back, Can I get a 4/4 off of it? And I just make a 4/4 every turn with Abuelo? I mean, that seems like a good plan, right? But me making a 4/4 every turn does nothing against a 7/7 flyer and a petrify. So, yep. Oh, I'm just dead. Osmium Blast does nothing here because they're all X5 or better. Wait, no, not the 5/1. Oh, that's nice. Oh well, he had it anyway. I mean, I'm really just delaying the inevitable. I mean, I do have a Petrify in here that I could pull. Let's try it again. There's no way he has another Cosmium Blast. You know what? Just in case, let's do it. And now he's got a pump spell and just clears them all out. No, if it was a market, no. Alright. Holy lands. You have gotta be kidding me. How does he have multiples of those? You're just cheating now. Block, go to 1. Does it the lifelink? Yeah, you got me. Man, if I would have pulled that Petrify, I might have had a chance, but I honestly don't think so. I was just stalling and stalling. But I lasted longer than I thought I would. Alright, well, I mean, we've got stuff. Guess we'll start off with the bat. Don't have anything to go with it. Well, I suppose Scout is a better play here. We'll explore another bat. Yeah, we'll keep that on top, thank you. For when the first one dies to his chomp. I could Tinker's Toad, I could Water Wind Scout. I don't know, this seems like a very aggressive play, and probably not the correct one. Please feel free to razz me in the comments below. Very heavy artifact synergy. I still think I attack here, though. scout or toad? I think we'll scout. Because the flying seems like it's good. Oh, yeah. But I don't have the lands for it. So I honestly think I pitch it. And there's the land for it. Oh, man. We'll keep that one on top. Actually, I probably should have just tucked that one too. I really don't need the land because I don't have anything to do with it. Alright, he's got some kind of trick here. Loses all abilities. Okay. Becomes a 1/1. That makes it blockable. But I don't think they block it. They're trading Captain Storm for a 2/2? Oh my good, that is amazing. Opponent just 2-for-1 themselves to get that thing off the battlefield. That is great. That feels... Oh yeah. So now we will scratch. Ooh, I do like the hammer. But I think I need something a little bit better. Yeah, I should have kept it. Because that would make my bat into a 3/3. Well, it would make it into a 2/2, and then with this I could explore to maybe make it into a 3/5 trample. Yeesh. Means he can attack with his sentry. Activate it to tap those and those. And that's enough. Opponent can't beat 5/5 and the flyers. Mainly the flyers, I think. Those bats are amazing. Let's hear it for my bats. Oh, God. I mean, I've got hammer into scout. Double removal. Sure, let's try it. Oh, this looks so bad, though. Cogworker is the vanilla one, too. Alright. That's good for me. 2/1. Look at the top 4. Reveal. And put it into your hand. Okay, what's that do? Add blue to cast an artifact. Okay. Let's do some exploring. That is kind of removal, but I don't think I want him to have anything back into his hand. Like those all have some good ETB effects. I don't want him to use them again. Hello, Abuelo. So I can do Abuelo, or I can equip and then keep up Cosmium Blast. I think we'll equip. We'll swing, see what he does. Probably at this stage in the game, not block. And so then we'll just end turn. I've got Blast up, I've got Wrestler up. So I've got things I can do. Oh, but not against that. Oh, Well, I should have kept Brackish Blunder. That was my fault. ability. What do I do against that? I can cast Gem Guard, but then he's just a 4/4 and trades evenly. If the opponent casts even one thing, then he's out of Cosmic Blast range. Oh. I pass. Can't. Nothing can. We tap 5 artifacts or creatures. He's only got 3. Okay. I think it's worth bolting the bird just to keep him off of Smithy. I think swinging here is correct. Oh, he's got a land? Oh, I didn't see he had that. Alright. Sure. Now he blocks with the 4/4. Alright, that's really what I wanted to do anyway, so... One crisis averted. Oh! That's an artifact! I have a hammer! What the hell am I afraid of? Can I have the planes, please? Well, let's play my bat. Okay, so he's gonna tap down. Alright, so in response, we will kill the Smithy. Because if that thing flips, I'm just dead. I could really use another planes here. I think I have Abuelo here. He's gonna start exploring and getting stuff really big. You can only do it once per turn, though, I think. Whereas my Gem Guard I can do multiple times, but I need to have stuff out. So we'll swing with the bats. Oh shoot! I didn't see that! Oh, I'm so bad! He got me. I knew he had that land. I've been looking at that land this entire time. I just didn't realize that he had it up. Oh. He's going to swing for 4 here. 6 with his land. It is a white mana source. I can't really complain too much. That's not going to stop me from complaining too much, though, because it's a freaking tap land. I'm not going to do that again. So we're not attacking because I'm not losing Abuelo to a land activation. So he does craft. He can now start exploring his Shipwreck Sentry. Or his Hogwarts Wrestlers if he wants to. Let's go ahead and drop Gem Guard. Give him a target for his hammer. We'll swing with him because I actually want him to die. We'll explore on Abuelo. And while we're here, we'll go ahead and tap some stuff down to make him a 4/4. Alright. Now, let's see what opponent's got. Alright, he's got some exploring to do. That's not good. 2-3 is not the end of the world, though. Oh, he's got another hammer. That might be the end of the world. Oh, no. So I think we'll go ahead and petrify him. Oh, no. Artifact or creature. I could have enchanted the one that makes him explore. Yeah, I was expecting that. That's good. That's fine. Oh, shoot! I kept mana up for Abuelo and didn't use it. I had kept the mana up from Abuelo specifically so that I could... Oh! Why am I so bad at this game? I could have used Abuelo's mana, flickered the gem guard, and it would have come back into play, not died. He would have wasted his hammer. Dang it! And then I'd be able to keep growing it without having to cast another one. Yeah. And now I don't have the mana to cast my second one and protect it. Oh. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. If he would have used his hammer on the mural, then I'd be toast. But since he used it on the token, I can use Abuelo to flicker the mural and get a 4/4 every turn. Not that I'm excited about that. Alright, what's that turn into? Cosmium Kiln. No. Create 2 1/1s. 7 mana, create 2 1/1s, and they get +1/+1. He is getting... Oh, all creatures gain +1. Okay, that's a little better. Sure, we'll go ahead and block one of those. It's a 1-for-1 trade. I'm okay with that. 6. I have 6 mana. I need to spend 3 for that. Little Spyglass, Siren. Create a map. Still want to keep pressure on with Abuelo. But if I'm going to have the 4/4 to block, I have to use this ability now. We'll exile it, go to end step, it comes back, and I get a 4/4. Your turn. I probably could have explored with my map token onto Abuelo. Oh shoot, that thing's really big, and it taps something down. Oh no, that's an exile effect. Uh-oh. This just got really bad. Really bad. And yeah, Abuelo's getting exiled, but I specifically did not attack with him to make him spend the extra mana. Maybe the extra 3 damage would have been worth it, but he's basically using his entire turn to get rid of Abuelo. if I survive this one. Yeah, he couldn't brick all the time. Yeesh. And all I get is a scout. Alright, let's spin the wheel. What do we get? A 1-drop. Alright, well. Been a good run. But this is where it ends. Honestly, the flyer does kind of do something for me. Oh, hell. It's like he knew. Damn it. Well, now that 2-2 is a lot worse. Oh, come on! Yeah, you got it. I can't. I needed him to at least get a +1 counter so that I could block that land. There's no... he's just got me. I don't know. Maybe that was an early scoop. But I'm pretty sure he had me. There just wasn't... I didn't have an out to that. Alright, well... We did end up going 3-3, which honestly ain't bad. I mean, 50-50 is generally what you're looking at. God, it just felt so bad though. Like, it felt like there was something I could have done. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you think, how any of that could have gone any better. Like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content, and maybe come see me on stream, 10 p.m. Eastern. See you then.